Xbox Game Pass um, recently just went ahead and increased the price to their service, specifically the Ultimate, which is the tier that we know most Xbox players are going to gravitate towards because it's just the tier that offers the most. It is right now $29.99 a month, and from what I saw online, Xbox saying, uh, you know, saying the features of their service that they believe it's what's going to sell the service for them. Going to be 500 plus games, new games on day one. They're including EA Play and Ubisoft Classics, Fortnite Crew coming to November, and things like that. Oh, and then the other thing was earning rewards. And on the Ultimate is about not about up. Oh yeah, about gonna say up to $100 a year in the store with rewards. Whatever, don't know how much how useful that is. I myself have never done that. However, I have owned Xbox Game Pass in the past. I once had the $1 trial for a month. I liked it; it was very good. After that, I canceled it because I was like, it's something that I don't really need. I don't play games that often that I need Xbox Game Pass on PC. Later on, a couple months later, down the line, I did go ahead and purchase it again, and I think it was $50. Again, it got me access to just about everything they have. I said, you know what, this is still cool. I used it for a bit, and then I said, you know what, let me go ahead and cancel it. This is still something that I don't need. It's not a service that I actually need. The games I had at the time on my, or rather, the games I still have on my Steam library, good handful of those games are still unplayed and or at least unfinished. But anyways, moving on with the video, here we have the essential plan, premium plan, and ultimate plan. From what I can tell, the only good things from the essential plan and the premium plan is that they have a trial. The essential plan gets you a $1 trial for a month. Premium plan gets you a $1 trial for 14 days. And then on the ultimate plan, they said, screw you. There's no trial. Just pay for it, which sucks. But, they could have gone ahead and said, okay, we'll at least give it to you for a week. Following the trend going from a month to half a month and then just a week. They could have said, you know what, here it is for 7 days, just for $1. But they decided to say, no, not for $1, just $30. Now, I decided to do a bit of research on these plans, specifically the essential plan, the $9.99 a month. I wanted to see exactly what it offers, since it does say 50 plus games per month you get to play, or rather just 50 plus games in the essential plan. And got me wondering, okay, what are these 50 plus games? In total, it's 67 games, what you're getting for $9.99. And I'm wondering, okay, how good are these games? Because for $9.99, it really doesn't sound like these games will be that good. So looking into these games, after I went through the entire catalog, it's just 3 pages. The last page is just not even a full page, so you can say it's about 2.5 pages or 2 1/4. But anyways, going through this list of the games on the essential tier, 8 out of the 67 games are free to play games, but Microsoft is charging you $10 a month for these games, which is just ridiculous. So we're already starting off bad. If there's a price increase, okay, now we got 8 of those 67 games that are free to play, but Microsoft is charging you for them. And I wrote down those 8 free to play games. Those games are War Thunder, Enlisted, Valorant, The Finals, Splitgate 2, Naraka Blade Point, Mecha Break, and Asphalt Legends. Those are the free to play games that Microsoft is saying, let's go ahead and charge our customers for these free to play games. Now, I imagine that the premium tier and the ultimate tier have more free to play games. I haven't checked them, but going off of just this off of the essentials, I wouldn't doubt that Microsoft will do that as well. They're gonna it will give you way more free to play games and say, go ahead and pay for it. For example, we don't see Apex Legends here. I imagine Apex Legends is going to be in the premium and in the ultimate tier as well. Again, another free to play game, but they're going to go ahead and charge you for it. The other thing I noticed is that some of these games, as of right now, are on sale on Steam. And I was looking at them. For example, Hades. If I'm not mistaken, where am I? Look it up right here. Steam. Welcome to Steam. Let's look up Hades. Hades right now is 75% off. Usually goes for $24.99. Full price right now is $624. Let's move this over here. Let's see what else we have here. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is actually a super cheap game. It's been around for quite some time. Stardew Valley. $10.49, 30% off. Usually goes for $15. Let's keep looking. SnowRunner. Usually goes for $30. Right now it's $11.99. Hellblade. I believe that game was made in Unreal Engine 5, but I may be wrong. Hellblade, here we go. Another $30 game, 65% off, going for $10.49 right now. So just going off the Essentials plan, we can see that if you do go for this, you are getting ripped off. At this point, it's just like, you know what, move on to PC. And I know there could be an argument made, okay, but if I move on to PC, I'm going to have to upgrade my PC every so often, at least with the Xbox. The only time I have to upgrade is when the next gen Xbox comes around. Okay, fair enough. I understand that. It would be cheaper just to get an Xbox. Okay? But then we got to look at how often do these games go on sale on Xbox. Last Xbox I owned was a Xbox One. And from what I remember, games on the Xbox don't go on sale that often. In my experience, I remember I'd have to wait for around Black Friday to buy any of the NBA 2K games. And here I'm talking about not the previous year's NBA 2K game. I'm talking about the current year's NBA 2K game. So right now, the current year is going to be NBA 2K26. By the time Black Friday rolls around, that game's already going to be on sale. And that will be the current NBA 2K game. On Xbox, by Black Friday, it's going to be on sale. Most likely it's going to be about, 30 or 50% off. By that time, you might say, oh, you know what, that's a good deal in my opinion. NBA 2K games they're not even worth it if they're free, because it's just the same thing every year. Anyway, so moving down the list, let's see, Halo 5. We can check that again. Halo 5, I guess then it's not sold here. No, but we have the Master Chief Collection, which is also on sale, $40 usually, $9.99. Halo Infinite Free, that's the multiplayer. Halo Wars Definitive Edition, $20, $4.99. Halo Infinite Campaign, $60, 67% off, going for $19.79, almost $20. So I mean, like, at this point, listen, if you want to get cheap games, go to Steam. The other thing that I should mention is GOG.com. GOG.com is a great alternative, or rather, not just a great alternative, but it's great to pair it with Steam, just because games on GOG don't have Denuvo. Basically, that means DRM, meaning that you need to have a constant internet connection to play those games. Games here on GOG are games that you can play offline no matter what. One of the games I just looked up was Hellblade. If we look at Hellblade, here we are, and we look at the specs for the game. Usually somewhere around here, it'll say if the game has Denuvo, meaning it needs a constant online connection to play the game. Hellblade does not have it. You come here to GOG, type in Hellblade again. Here we are. It's on GOG.com. Oh wait, that's just a soundtrack. Okay, here we are. GOG.com. It's not on sale on GOG. It's going for $29.99. But the good thing about it is that it's you can play the game offline. If this is a game you enjoy, and let's say your internet is out that day, or you got something like the Steam Deck, and you're out, I don't know, I guess vacation or on a business trip or something, whatever it is, and you want to play a game offline, Hellblade will be one of those games you can just play offline. If I'm not mistaken, that's something that you really can't do with Xbox. Xbox requires a constant online connection. So at this point, what I'm suggesting to anyone who's upset with Xbox is, you know what, get that Xbox, sell it, because you can get a Steam Deck way cheaper. Here we have the right now on sale is the 256 gig LCD Steam Deck going for $319.20 when it's usually $400, 20% off. You know, if you want something better, go for the OLED. I recommend the OLED. I have the LCD version, the 512 gig LCD version. I got it when it launched, and I don't regret it. I would like the OLED version, but the LCD version works just fine. They're pretty much the same thing. You know, the OLED version has a slightly bigger battery, doesn't heat up as much. The of course has an OLED screen. OLED screens are thinner, so that means that it's more energy efficient, and the system itself doesn't heat up as much as the LCD version. But it still works. It still works. They play the same games. They work exactly the same. Besides that, they got the exact same features. It works. I would say go for a Steam Deck. It's the best handheld PC on the market right now. If you want, you could just go for the LCD version. Okay, after you sell your Xbox, go for the LCD version. And since it only has 256 gigs, you can upgrade the SSD. If you don't feel comfortable with opening up the Steam Deck, that's fine. It has a micro SD card slot. Go ahead and purchase a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte, or wait for for it to go on special, and then purchase your micro SD card, and then just start playing games. The other thing about the Steam Deck is you can emulation. If you ever heard of abandonware, basically it means it's just software that's been abandoned by by its parent company, and that includes video games as well. Old video games, like for example, if you've heard about Nintendo and their take on piracy, right? Their take on piracy is in my opinion, it's not a real take on piracy. Nintendo's only well, like every company, Nintendo just wants to make money, and that's all they care about. But some people want to conserve games, and unfortunately, one of the ways, or rather, the best way as of right now to conserve some games is through piracy. I'm not condoning piracy, but it's unfortunate that that's the pretty much the best way, because the only other way would be to go ahead and purchase older games. And unfortunately, some of the older games right now are just way too expensive. If you look at something like Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, those games, I think they're going for what, $70 plus dollars. Don't think those games cost that much when they first came out. And then on the GameCube, you have Super Smash Brothers. That game right now, it's used, goes for easily $100 on eBay. That's a game that Nintendo could easily re-release and charge less, right? As well as these different game companies, they can go ahead and re-release these games and charge less for them. But they don't do it. They don't do it because they don't care. But anyways, this isn't about how to play older games. This is just going over the different features of the Steam Deck, what the Steam Deck allows you to do. My Steam Deck, I play games with it, even though my computer is much better for playing games. One of the things that I really like using my Steam Deck for is using it as a home theater PC. In other words, I'll hook it up to my TV. I can watch YouTube on there. I can check my email and watch all kinds of movies. You ever heard of it? And if you ever heard of the streaming service called Streamio, you can watch just about any movie on there. You pick up that streaming service and put it on your Steam Deck. Easy, really, really easy to do. Get a Xbox controller to navigate. Other thing you can do to navigate on the Steam Deck is use your phone. There's a program called KDE Connect. You can use your phone on it. It allows you to use your phone screen as a touchpad. Also allows you to get let me show you guys right here, actually, because I currently have it. Here it is. This KDE Connect. And if you come right over here and select where it says remote input, now all of a sudden, see, I'm moving the mouse on my screen. Pretty awesome. You can do the same thing with your Steam Deck. The other thing you could do is transfer files from your computer to the to the app, or from the app to the computer, and you can do that on the Steam Deck as well. And plus, there's a whole bunch of other features you can do on it as well. That's just really cool. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it. So I wrote some notes down on what I thought and what this is. Actually, one more thought would be is the way Xbox is presenting this price increase. I think the best way to explain it would be is think about, like, first let's start off with, I'm 34 years old, right? Anyone about my age and older, or around my age, you can think back to a time when you would go to the grocery store and buy a bag of chips. And you open up the bag of chips, filled with chips, right? Now, when you go to the grocery store, you buy a bag of chips, open it up, it's mostly air. It's mostly air. You're barely getting any chips. That's what this price increase is. Xbox is giving you all, giving you all these features here, saying, "Oh, look at everything that you get. Look at everything you get. It ain't much. You're not getting much at all." Okay, they're increasing the price. That price increase is them opening up the bag of potato chips and taking out potato chips and stuffing more air in there and saying, "Hey, here you go. You're fine. This is good. This is actually good for you." It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You know what? Let's take a look at the Ultimate. Let's see what we got here. GTA. Okay, enhanced. Nothing out of this world. Who's called Epic. Epic gave this game out not that long ago for free. Anyone who got it through the Epic Game Store got Grand Theft Auto 5, and when everyone got when the update for the enhanced version came out, everyone got it. Flight Simulator, again, not that great. Bolotaro, this is a game that came out, great game for the Steam Deck. Okay, if you go on the Steam website, they definitely go ahead and recommend this game on Steam. Now, I'm pretty sure that game is also on sale. Bolotaro, there we go. It's usually $14.99, $15, 10% off. Now it's $13.49. Why pay $30 for it when it's on sale right now? No Man's Sky. This is a game that's usually on sale, and if I'm not mistaken, if we click on it here, it'll go towards $59.99. $59.99 for this game. Now, if we come here, No Man's Sky, 60% off as of right now. And the good thing about this game is that this game is also on GOG. Like I said, games on GOG, you can play them offline. I got my version of No Man's Sky through GOG. Right now on GOG it's $59.99. From time to time, GOG also has sales. So you can, from time to time, check GOG, see if you get it on sale. I got my version of No Man's Sky through GOG, and I got it on sale for 50% off. Another game, one of the other big games, Cyberpunk, is also on GOG. Oh, here we go. Right now, the Ultimate Edition, 50% off, $39.99. Ultimate Edition. Okay, you can go ahead and purchase that right now. Let's see here, and then under they have the Phantom Liberty 23 edition. I think that's the DLC, 30% off, $20.99. The Ultimate Edition. Let's see what it comes with. Okay, continue. Okay, so it comes with the DLC, the Phantom Liberty DLC, City of Dreams. Okay, cool. So as of right now, you can go ahead and purchase this game for $39.99. Wonderful. And that's the Ultimate Edition, which is $79.99, $80 usually. When I purchased it, it was not the Ultimate Edition. The Phantom Liberty DLC was not out yet. So it was $60. I got it for $30. 50% off. Easy. So if anyone is still thinking of signing up for this, I suggest don't do it. It's just not worth it. You got Halo Infinite. From what I understand, this game isn't doing that well. Not even the online multiplayer is doing that well. Forza Horizon 5. I played that game and I wasn't that interested in it. Okay. These are just the most popular games. Okay, so let's go ahead and say all games. All right, so in total with the Ultimate Pass, you get 883 games. So let's see. Skull and Bones. If I'm not mistaken, this was supposed to be the first quadruple A game. Completely failed. Why would you want to pay money for that? Prince of Persia. I haven't played Prince of Persia in a long time, so I don't know if this game is good. But what I remember, Prince of Persia was good. This game right now, Hogwarts Legacy on Steam. It's on sale for $11.99. Monopoly. This game has been remade so many times. I mean, in my opinion, it's just not worth paying for it at all. War Thunder. Here we go again. Free-to-play game. Enlisted. Another free-to-play game. You see, they're trying to charge you guys for playing free-to-play games. Assassin's Creed Unity. Awesome game. Played it on the Xbox One when I had my Xbox One. Let's see if Assassin's Creed Unity. Look at that. Right now it's on sale. Assassin's Creed Unity. 85% off. It's usually $30 going for $4.99. $4.49. Let's see what's the difference between these two. They say the exact same thing. Let's click on it here. Let's see how much Microsoft is charging for it. Not available separately. Okay, that ain't good. And the reason I say that's not good is because if you read through the terms of conditions, you go right here, see terms, ultimate. If you read through this, it'll say the games that are on the Xbox Game Pass are they're not there indefinitely. Eventually they'll come off. So you go for this service and you play this game, it'll come off. And if you purchase DLCs and how you call that, cosmetics and things like that, it's like, oh well, you can't access your DLCs or your cosmetics. You have to go ahead and purchase the game separately. And as we see right here through Xbox, through Microsoft, you can't. Only way you can play this game on Xbox is if you get the actual CD or if you get it on Game Pass. On PC, where are we? Here we are. On PC, you can go ahead and purchase it as the Nuvo, so it's not going to be requires third party. Actually, no, requires third party account. Actually, let's see if it's on GOG. If it's on GOG, that's even better. That means you get to purchase it here, and you can play it offline. Let's take this thing off. I guess not. I guess GOG doesn't have Assassin's Creed. They have the director's cut, the old one, first one, if I'm not mistaken. 75% off, going for $4.99. I mean $4.99. All right, it's okay. It's not Assassin's Creed Unity. No big deal. Not one of the latest games. Again, Monopoly again. Oh wow. I mean, they got. I mean, let's look at this. On the first page of the Ultimate tier, they got Monopoly listed 3 times. 3 times. Like, come on, man. Xbox One version, and how you see? So okay. So they're saying you get 838 games. That's a lie. You do not get 838 games. You're getting way less. Way less. I'm wondering if when they say you get, where are we? 500 games, 500 plus games, are they saying this because they know that they are games that are duplicated just because there's a different version of it? I'm guessing these two are different versions. This one different versions, definitely Xbox One, a weaker console. I'm guessing this is the same thing. Where's the other one? The other thing. Okay, Hogwarts Legacy, Xbox One version. I'm guessing that's what they're doing. They're saying it's 500 games, and then with the duplication, it goes up to 838 games. Again, they're lying. These people are just lying through their teeth. This game, I got it for free through the Epic's Epic Store launcher. Epic Game Store launcher. So I'm an advocate of PC. PC just goes ahead and gives you way more control. Uno, I mean, you can go buy a deck of cards of Uno and just play it like that and have it for free. Never played on an Xbox. Like, why would you want to play it? Same thing with Monopoly. Just buy the actual thing and you'll be fine. Silksong, this game just came out. Good chance it's on sale too since it just came out. I mean, let's check it out. Might not be. It might be. Oh, look, Doom Dark Ages on sale. I know in the Essentials Pass it said Doom Eternal. That game's also on sale right now. Look at it. Look, like as I was saying, Cyberpunk 2077. Not the Ultimate Edition, but it is 65% off. Usually $60, now it's $20.99. Ghost of Tsushima, 33% off. Let's see here. But what we can do, let me close this off. Silksong, we can come and look it up here. Silksong Hollow Knight, not on sale. Okay, makes sense, because if I'm not mistaken, that game just came out. $19.99, same thing as on Steam. Anyways, not to make this video any longer right now, my point is Xbox is getting ridiculous. So in my opinion, go ahead and sell your Xbox. Who cares about the Xbox anymore? Xbox is not what it used to be. You know, at one point, Xbox used to look. They're putting in Peppa Pig right here because yes, that's what people want when they purchase the Ultimate tier for the Xbox Game Pass. Peppa Pig. Anyways, Xbox is not what it used to be. You know, when the first Xbox came out, one of the good things it did was that it it brought online play, online multiplayer function to everyone that had an Xbox. And yes, multiplayer games, online multiplayer games did exist before the original Xbox, but it was not widely spread as some people had wished it was. And then with the Xbox, that opened the door to everyone playing online multiplayer games with their friends and worldwide as well. So, anyways, like I said, don't want to make this video any longer. My advice for anyone with Xbox right now would be to like seriously think about your Xbox. Like, do you really need it? In my opinion, no. Once I got myself a gaming PC and I built my own PC, I never looked back towards having a console. I mean, even looking at PS5s, right? The PlayStation was saying like, "Oh, we got our exclusives, and they're only going to be on PlayStation." That was a lie. Okay, because God of War came out on PC first on PlayStation, then PC. God of War Ragnarok, same thing, came out on PlayStation, then on PC. Then the Spider-Man games, okay, the first Spider-Man, then Miles Morales Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man 2, all came out on the PS5 first, and then came out on PC. You know, so even PlayStation is putting their games on PC. You know, and to me that says, okay, those games might not come out on PC right away, but eventually they will. So why get a console when eventually I'll get that game on PC? It makes no sense. It makes no sense to spend more money when I can spend less. And with PC gaming, you can definitely do that. So I recommend go ahead, pick up a Steam Deck, which you could do a whole lot with it. You don't have to sit at your couch and just play there. You could, you know, take that thing, like I said, on vacation, on a business trip, wherever it is. Maybe you got a doctor's appointment. You get there early. You got a bit of some time to kill. You know, sit in your car, play some games on it, or sit on your bed. Maybe you got 30 minutes before you go to bed and you want to play some games. Go ahead and do that. Super simple. Right now it's on sale, 20% off, usually $400. Right now it's $320. Get it. My opinion, get it. It's an awesome device. And like I just showed you, you get tons and tons of games on sale all the time. Like right now, see this. This is the Steam database, right? They're showing you all the games that are currently on sale. I'll go ahead and leave a link to this page so you guys can see all the games that are on sale instead of just going on the regular website and just typing in games, going back and forth. You can see it right here, right now. Where am I? That's where I was. Here we go. Steam database. Okay, and you can see when the sale started, when does it end, when did the game release, the ratings, and what's the pricing and everything. And you can go ahead and check this for any game. All right. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you.